Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to make this baby quilt step by step. So this is a 1 yard piece of fabric. First I'm going to cut this cotton. This is going to be in between the front and back fabric. This is 100% cotton. So I have that cut out now. Now I'm just going to pin all the fabric and the cotton together. I did safety pins along all the edges and then one in the center. Now with my fabric marker, I'm marking each place that I want to quilt the blanket, and this will hold it together. This marker is also washable, so it will come off as the blanket is washed. And I'm just going to do this all over the blanket. I'm just finding a pattern and just marking each row. So the top row, second row, third row, and so on. This is the sewing foot I'll be using. Most sewing machines come with this. This is called the darning and embroidery foot. When quilting with your machine, you want to make sure you lower the feed dogs. This is going to let you move your fabric freely to wherever you want. And now I'm just going to quilt around those circles that I made with my fabric marker. And these are just supposed to look like random bubbles everywhere on the blanket. I'm just doing 2 passes and then I'm cutting the thread and moving to the next circle that I drew. And I'm just going to keep moving down the line, doing all of the rows. And now I'm cutting again and moving down to the next circle or bubble. And this part is a bit of a long process, so I will finish up the blanket and I will show you how it looks when I'm done quilting the fabric together. So here is how it looks all quilted. So now the fabrics are together. Now I'm just going to unpin all of the safety pins. And because I'm done quilting, I'm going to move the feed dogs back up for the next sewing step. The feed dogs will come back up as you turn the hand wheel once. So now you can fill them and they're back up. Now I'm just going to cut these and make the fabrics the same size, being sure to round the edges because I'm doing a ruffle edge. And I'm just going to go along these white lines, that way I can get it straight. And here's how it looks cut out, rounded edges. Cut along all of the blanket. Here's what the back of the blanket looks like. It's so pretty. I already love it. Can you spot the heart of the ocean on the front fabric? If you can, comment below where. I do like to save the scraps. These work really well for crocheting the stuffing inside your crochet projects or pillows or blankets for your dolls or your Barbies. And here is the ruffle I'm going to be putting around the blanket. This ruffle edging I did already have made. I will be doing a video in the future of how to make these circle strips of edging. So if you want to see that, then hit that subscribe and like button. But the edging, then I'm going to put it on the back of the blanket, and I'm folding in half and getting 4 corners. So I have this corner right here, and I'm going to attach it in the center right here. And then this other corner, I'm going to attach to the top center. And then these other 2 corners, I'm going to attach them to the middle corners. This one and then this one. And doing this is just going to help me know how big I can do the ruffles and how small. And it's going to help me make sure the full blanket, I have enough for the full blanket. This step takes a lot of practice. You want to make sure the edge of the ruffle is along the edge of the blanket and it's all laying the same way. And I just do a pleat or a scrunch and use my screwdriver to get under the presser foot to help it stay. And I'm just sewing along the entire blanket, and here's what it looks like. Here's what the other side looks like, and I'm just doing a straight stitch to attach the ruffle to the back of the blanket. And then I'm just being sure to stitch over the stitch that's already there. Holding the two ruffle sides together. And it was a little tricky to video while I was doing this, so I'm going to finish this up and then I will show you guys how it looks afterwards. Here is how it looks all done. So the ruffle is sewn on to the back fabric. And here's how it looks. Here's how the front looks. So now all I have left to do is to close the front, and I'm just going to be folding over the front fabric. But before we do that, here's how it looks. So that's sewn along all the sides. And now I'm just going to close this fabric. So fold it over and then stitch all the way around, being sure to line up the front fabric with the back fabric that I don't stitch on the edging. I'll show you what I mean. So here's the blanket all stitched together. This is the end. I'm just folding it over and doing a zigzag stitch to close the whole blanket. And this was really hard to do on camera. So I just did this little part and then I will show you how it looks after. So here's how it looks with the front all closed, and we are finished. Doing the ruffles this way makes so there's no open seam anywhere. It's all one piece of edging. This is a 1 yard blanket. The edging piece is also a 1 yard piece of fabric. And here's what it looks like close up. And the back, and this is what I mean when I say catch the front and back. So we caught the front and back and we didn't get any zigzags on the ruffle edge. It turned out so perfect. If you like sewing and shopping videos, hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.